Hey, Patriot friends. This is day 4 of the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. Thank you for hanging in this long with me because um, there's been days where there's been really not much going on. Like yesterday, really nothing earth-shattering happened. But today, they're starting to go through. They have another witness on the stand, Dr. Lisa Rocchio. So I'm going to get into her testimony without further ado. This trial has really become about the 3 M's, which are money, manipulation, and what was the other one? Money, manipulation, oh, and memory. I did not plan that. So they're trying to discredit the witness, saying these are gold diggers. You know, they're not victims. They went willingly and all this stuff. They were just looking for a free ride and, you know, trying to discredit them on all the 3 different accounts. And that they've been manipulated by someone else to get money out of the Epstein fortune to make up all these charges. That's what the defense is going to be painting these women as, okay? So just keep that in mind as you're listening to the testimony moving forward, because it's definitely going to come out. Even today, you'll see that they try to just dismiss this one expert witness. Okay, so Judge Nathan. Next witness. Now this is for the U.S., so this is the government, meaning the prosecutors. They're calling this expert witness to help their case. It's Dr. Lisa Rocchio. I have a master's and PhD from University of Rhode Island. This could take a while. Okay, I guess she goes on with a lot of her accolades, so we'll just, the transcript just skipped over that. Okay, after a long presentation of credentials, Rocchio is in as an expert. Again, I'm taking this from the written Inner City Press and just putting it to video because I don't have time to read all that. Like, it's like in a bunch of different tweets, short tweets. So I'm just putting it all in video. So here we have the AUSA, so the Assistant U.S. Attorney, and that's all they're identified. It doesn't say which one of them it is, so I'll just say AUSA to identify that person when they speak. Did you interview anyone in this case? Rocchio, no. AUSA, does your pay depend on the outcome of this trial? Rocchio, no. AUSA, what is grooming? So I'll just pause for a second. This expert witness is an expert in grooming that pedophiles, predators use to manipulate and sexually exploit their victims. Rocchio, strategies to get children into sex. Rocchio, I've seen grooming in the Boy Scouts through a special camping trip or jewelry, anything to make the children feel they are appreciated. During the Daubert hearing before trial, Maxwell's lawyer asked, does this mean that grandparents are grooming? See? Like, what? All right, it goes on. AUSA, how common is it for a child to be repeatedly abused by the same perp? Rocchio, very common. It's by people close to the child. That's true. It's normally someone that they know, right? AUSA, what is a grooming environment? Rocchio, the perp develops trust with people around the child, for example, with the parents. Meanwhile, during a long public sidebar, Inner City Press is covering a criminal proceeding. Oh, okay, that's something else that they're covering during this sidebar. AUSA, are victims of child sexual abuse likely to report it to the excuse me, to the police? Rocchio, no. AUSA, how do they talk about it? Maxwell's lawyer, objection, no foundation. Judge Nathan, I'll sustain. Can you rephrase? AUSA, what is the long-term impact? Rocchio, they are at higher risk for adverse outcomes. AUSA, nothing further. Judge Nathan, let's take our break. We're just getting started. What do you mean? Note, no mention of snacks. Coming soon. Okay. Maxwell's lawyer. Dr. Rocchio You have a $45,000 contract for this, correct? Rocchio, yes. Maxwell's lawyer, if one had a brain injury, it might be hard to remember, right? AUSA, objection. Judge Nathan, sustained. Maxwell's lawyer, alcohol would harm recall too, yes? AUSA, objection. Judge Nathan, sustained. Maxwell's lawyer, are you familiar with confabulation? AUSA, objection. Judge, overruled. Maxwell's lawyer, it's filling in the gaps. AUSA, objection. Judge, sustained. Maxwell's lawyer, okay. My grandfather likes to take me to the Bronx Zoo. Was that grooming? Yes, he went there. Yeah. Smarmy. Next U.S. witness is Juan Patricio Alessi. AUSA, where do you come from? Alessi, Quito, Ecuador. I lived in Ecuador, in Ambato, for 1 year. AUSA, when did you move to Florida? Alessi, early 1984. I worked for a wealthy family in Palm Beach. I was a maintenance guy. Then I worked for Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. AUSA, how did you meet Epstein? Alessi, I was working on Mr. Wexner's mother's house. Oh, that's my good buddy Les Wexner. Les is the CEO of Victoria's Secret. Yeah, and he has his own shady background. Who was in this photo? Alessi, Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. AUSA, when Mr. Epstein was in Palm Beach, where did you sleep? Alessi, I had a room there. AUSA, who else worked there? Alessi, I brought my wife to help me and other girls. Okay, that's weird. That's a weird way, like what girls? What do you mean? AUSA, how did things change after Ms. Maxwell got involved? Alessi, things were less cordial, less conversation. I wasn't allowed to see Mr. Epstein anymore unless he asked me question. That's what it says. I'm just reading what it says. Ms. Maxwell said, don't look at his eyes. Look at another part of him. What the heck? What is he, a demigod? And with that and a blueprint of the house on the screens, Judge Nathan says, the jurors' lunch has arrived. Let's break. Guys, oh my gosh, I want to be in on this. Like, let me take breaks all day and get a little stipend. Programming note, thinking break was at 1. We'll be in Las Vegas radio. Oh, that's just from Inner City Press Notes. Okay, Alessi is describing Epstein's Palm Beach home in great detail. Presumably, it will become relevant in the testimony of survivor witnesses 2, 3, and 4. AUSA, pull up government exhibit 297. Mr. Alessi, what is this? Alessi, the second floor. That is toward Mr. Epstein's bedroom. There was a huge bedroom. AUSA, and what's the other bedroom? That other bathroom? Alessi, that's Ms. Maxwell's bathroom. AUSA, but they both came off of the master bathroom or bedroom? Yes, Alessi said yes. AUSA, where did Ms. Maxwell sleep in the Palm Beach house? Yeah, where did she? Inquiring minds want to know. Maxwell's lawyer, objection, but it's allowed. Alessi, she slept in Mr. Epstein's bedroom. All right, here we go. AUSA, how many times did you see females by Mr. Epstein's pool? Alessi, hundreds. Guys, the victims here, the minors, are so many. I keep hearing this, that this isn't just like, these are the 4 that had the courage to come out and actually say something, because this guy is powerful and a globalist, but the victim, the carnage it's mind-boggling. I don't think we'll ever know the numbers. Okay, so sorry, back to that. How many times did you see females? Alessi, hundreds. AUSA, probably more like thousands. Seriously. AUSA, how often were they topless? Alessi, 75% of the time. More like 100. 75% of the time, right. AUSA, how about Little St. James? How about little Satan Island. Okay, Alessi, I was on a cruise with my wife to St. Thomas. They picked us up and showed us Little St. James. It was huge. Yeah, and satanic. AUSA, did you visit any Ms. Maxwell property? Alessi, her townhome in London. She invited us. It had a red front door. AUSA, what conversations did you have with Ms. Maxwell about this booklet? Alessi, I told her I could not do this checklist with all my other work. AUSA, show them government exhibit 606. AUSA, how long is this book? Alessi, 58 pages. AUSA, what is it? Alessi, list of what we were supposed to do to maintain the house. 58 pages. Okay. Now Maxwell's lawyer will question Alessi about the book of instructions. Maxwell's lawyer, when you left, you didn't have this in your possession, did you? Alessi, no, I did not. Maxwell's lawyer, but this book was created after you left, at least by the date on it. Maxwell's lawyer, we object to 606. AUSA, he identified the pages. Judge Nathan, I'm overruling the objection. 606 is admitted. You recognize the address at the bottom? Alessi, Mr. Epstein's address. AUSA, there's a reference to the JE and the GM telephone directories. What were they? Alessi, books with hundreds and hundreds of names, directions, and addresses. Alessi, they were 2 inches thick, full of names. AUSA, for some reason turning away from the 2 black books, at least for now. Let's turn to page 23 about Ms. Maxwell's desk. What does it say? Alessi, please the directory to the right of the phone. Assistant U.S. Attorney, what is this? Alessi, instructions for serving breakfast, sometimes at 5 a.m. AUSA, who else worked there? Alessi, chefs, my wife, Ms. Maxwell's assistant, then Sarah Kellen. Alessi, 2 females seem to be underage. AUSA, don't say their names. Jurors, look at the binders under your chairs. GX12. Alessi, can I have a cup of water? AUSA, is that name the person we will call Jane? Alessi, yes, I met Virginia Roberts too. AUSA, when you met Jane, how old was she? Juan Alessi, appeared 14 or 15. She was beautiful, beautiful eyes, long brunette hair, very pleasant. 3 times she was there with her mother, then without her mother, many times. Yeah. AUSA, how would Jane get to the house? Juan Alessi, I would pick her up in the direction of Mr. Epstein or Ms. Maxwell. AUSA, when did you meet Ms. Virginia Roberts? Alessi, I was at Mar-a-Lago with Ms. Maxwell. So Virginia Roberts, remember, is Virginia Guffrey. She goes by, I think that's her name now. Yeah, Roberts was her maiden name. So she was the one that was trafficked by Epstein to Prince Andrew. That was the charge back. I think that happened, or I don't know if they had a settlement or whatever, but it was a couple years ago that made it to the news. Alessi, it was a hot day. Ms. Maxwell said, stop, John, stop. I did, and Ms. Maxwell went up to this girl. AUSA, where was this girl? Alessi, she was coming down the ramp. AUSA, how did she look? Alessi, young. Yeah, no kidding, they're all young. They're all minors. They're all children. Alessi, then by 5 p.m. I saw her, Virginia Roberts, back at the house. AUSA, shows exhibit 113 and 114 only to the witness and parties. How old did you think Ms. Roberts was? Alessi, 14 or 15? AUSA, did Ms. Maxwell ever instruct you to pick up Ms. Roberts? Alessi, yes. AUSA, did you ever see Ms. Roberts at Mr. Epstein's home with luggage? Alessi, yes, I drove them to the plane. AUSA, how many massages would Mr. Epstein get a day? Like, seriously, oh my gosh, this guy's so blah. Alessi, before I left, 3 a day. I called whoever they told me to call. AUSA, did the phone books we discussed have names for massages in them? Alessi, yes. AUSA, did you see Jane's name in it? Alessi, yes. The books were updated twice a year. AUSA, what did you do with them when new ones were made? Alessi, just throw them away. AUSA, I have a physical exhibit, GX52. May I approach the witness? Do you recognize it? AUSA, what is it? Alessi, it is the directory. AUSA, did you review it last night? Alessi, I did. AUSA, every page? Alessi, yes. AUSA, how many names? Alessi, many, many, many. AUSA, is this the same you saw when you were that or later version? Alessi, a later version. AUSA, pull up exhibit 52A. It is a sealed exhibit. Judge Nathan, let's take a break. Yeah, let's take a break. Okay, I'm going to break there because I think that Inner City Press is still updating the second half of the day. So we will stop there, and we're right at 15 minutes. All right, catch you later.